Welcome to episode 9. We got 12 days out with the aggressive baby cub. We're getting close, less than 2 weeks potentially from this baby coming here. So here's the update. All right, week 9, lowest scale weight this week was 192. It was a big week. I was also on the road for work, so I was kind of unsure how it was going to happen. But we got in a decent routine. Average weight last week, 194.1, which is a 4.4 pound drop since the week before. So honestly, more than I was shooting for, really intended for. So we're gonna make some changes just to make sure we're not getting too aggressive, because that's a lot. And while I don't really care that much about losing muscle on the cut, or at least losing lean mass, I don't really think I'm gonna lose much muscle. Um, I don't want to go too hard, especially with how much I'm running and moving and have to do. So if I can eat a little bit more food, I will. But that's a 24-pound drop since the beginning of this cut. Nutrition was solid, even on the road, compliant, and training wasn't as regimented. I had a hotel gym a couple days, hit a lift with a friend one day, so I didn't really track my sessions as much. I kind of just in the hotel went in, did whatever I felt like it, tried to hit the whole body, and then I was still running every day, about 23 miles throughout the week. Sleep was rough some nights 3, 4 hours with just work and prepping for things, staying busy. So hoping to get some extra sleep this week. And water was also down. I was drinking less electrolytes and less water overall. It was just not staying as focused on drinking water throughout the day, and I was drinking more Diet Cokes, things like that. So we got to fix that. And then steps were still around 15,000 per day. Right? You can see that weight tracker going down pretty good. All right, that's the physique change from week 0, our start on the left, to uh, Sunday morning. Right, flat, uh, right when I woke up before eating or drinking anything. So definitely size is going down. In the right lighting or the right angle, I'm starting to see some definition and things like that. But still probably around, I don't know, 19% body fat. So trying to get to in the next 2 weeks, 18% kind of be where we sit, hopefully at a little maintenance phase. All right, targets pretty solid on the dot, around 1650 calories, 185 grams of protein. Um, Hit the mark. All right, this week was a lot of stuff I could add in a hotel. I didn't have a microwave, and a lot of hard boiled eggs, uh, deli like roasted chicken, berries. Had a lot of berries, which was good. I think I need to bring more blackberries and raspberries into my daily diet. My fiber is low, except when I'm consuming a lot of berries. But yeah, overall, hit the mark. Training, like I said, some hotel gym on a couple days this past week. Kind of just doing some pull ups and some um, cable work, some dumbbells up to 50, just kind of some chest supported rows and dumbbell press, things like that. And then day 2, met up with a friend of mine, hit some legs and some biceps, and got in some extra work. Honestly, did some remaining deadlifts that day. They had me sore for several days in my runs. And then on the right, you can see the runs throughout this week. Overall, mostly easy miles or easy for me, and accumulated almost 23 miles overall. Getting close to April, though. April starts 4 miles per day. All right, steps, water, sleep. Steps was good. We're still at 15,000 steps per day. Water intake, like I said, was low, and then sleep was low as well. We got to fix that sleep this week and definitely fix the water. I'll actually be changing the steps going forward. All right, so the plan for the next week, we still want to drop, no more than 4 pounds. I think that's kind of the high end of where I'm at, especially now that I'm under 200. 2% drop is still under 4 pounds. So what we're going to do this week, we're actually raising our calories couple hundred calories. So protein's going to stay the same. Fats are going to come up a little bit to 62 grams, and carbs are coming up to 140 grams. And then training this week, I'm going to be shifting to 2 days full body, see how that feels as we're getting closer to the kid coming. And then this week's around 27 miles in total. Sleep, just get as much as I can. Water, pick that back up to about a gallon per day. And the average steps, we're going to drop that as well from 15 back to 12. See if I can steady out with the extra calories, extra 200 calories, and dropping the steps a little bit. See if we can get to a reasonable rate as we transition. I just don't want to hit a maintenance phase and go from like 1,600 calories and 15K steps to 2,400 calories and 8 or 10K steps and have a big swing. So we're going to start tapering that down. Right. And to the last 2 milligrams of Retta. And I'm hoping that'll, keep me full this week. I'm really more so interested to see as the weeks come on and it starts to get out of the system if I get more hunger and food noise compared to what I've had the last few weeks, or if at this low dose it didn't really have much of an effect. So we'll see. I mean, overall, I've been super compliant for the last 4 weeks with the dosage. So we'll see. That's the plan for this next week. And I'll let you know if we have a baby. That's episode 9. Catch you next week.